Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/4u, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored just for you. These include oral medication kits or compounded GLP-1 injections. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits start at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help through Hers. Get started at forhers.com/4u to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/4u, forhers.com/4u. Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply.
Welcome once again to the Fantasy Forecast with Grindberg and bigz and Schulte. I am bigz, he is Grindberg, and he is Schulte. We are here to talk about our Week 2 starts and sits. So let's start the program. Welcome to the Week 2 edition of the Fantasy Forecast with Grindberg and bigz. We are here. You are either watching us on Fantasy Football Advice Network or on the YouTube machine. And make sure that you are subscribed and following at fantasysportsadvice.com. Go buy our merch. All that stuff. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. You know all the calls to action. Go to Facebook and find Chris's Smoked Pickles and send him a messenger message. Use hashtag bigz and you'll get a special deal for bigz's viewers. Now we're here to talk about our starts and sits for Week 2. We will also be last week, today, tonight on Points After Thursday. So make sure you watch that show. And I will be here for a special edition of Breakfast with Bigz at 8:30 a.m. West Coast, 11:30 East Coast on Sunday morning. So you can check that out if you have last-minute starts and sits based on injury calls and who's out and on IR and all that stuff. So we're here for you. It's what we do. We are here for you. I do want to make a caveat right now. My starts and sits calls are based on sits being guys in the top echelon of their ADPs at their position, and the starts being outside of that. So if a running back is in the top 24, he's not eligible for start because you're starting him anyway. If he's outside the top 24, he's eligible for start because you drafted him to sit. So I'm telling you, don't sit him. Start him. By the same token, sits are going to be, if they're outside of the top 36 or inside the top 36 as a wide receiver, go ahead and sit that fool. So that's what we're doing here.
Let's go. All right, let's start with our sits here. Let's commence with our sits, not to confuse our guests here, our viewers. So starting with bigz, who's your first sit of the week, man?
This is a hard one because oftentimes I choose him and he always does me wrong. If I choose him to sit, he goes off. If I choose him to start, he gets hurt. And I'm talking about Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts. The Denver Broncos defense is really good. They give up the fewest yards against running backs per game on average. I like the wide receivers in Indy this week and Tyler Warren especially. But Jonathan Taylor already got banged up in Week 1. I'm putting him on the bench.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough matchup for sure against those Broncos. We saw what they did last week. So, yeah, I got a guy that I'm also sitting that last week didn't go really good for David Njoku. And seeing that rookie come in and gain so much of that target share, 9 targets for Harold Fannin, and Njoku only saw 6 in Week 1. The most by any rookie tight end in their debut since 2017, alongside obviously Tyler Warren, who had another great week. Fannin posted a 29% target per route run rate, one of the highest among any NFL tight ends in week 1. They obviously had some plans for Harold Fannin, so I could see this just continuing and them kind of just eating off each other for the next little while. And Cleveland isn't exactly known for their high volume passing, so I'm looking for them to really start getting dialed in on the run game, especially when Quinshon Judkins gets back. But I'm looking at this week, especially sitting, a long-standing role as a dependable mid-tier tight end 1. And I think it's in real jeopardy now. And that dynamic drop here, it could be happening right now as we speak, and Harold Fannin's emergence is something that is going to shrink his target share. So I'm going to not trust Njoku this week. Schulte, what do you got?
Yeah, man, I think it's a good call, and it sucks because I was in on him last week, with the matchup against the Bengals, and, Flacco. Well, I expected a blowout, so I expected 40 passes from Flacco in garbage time, and he loves Njoku. But man, Harold Fannin, didn't see that coming.
Best fantasy performance in week 1 of any player whose family we met at the Expo.
Yes, exactly.
Best Fannin to see performance.
Oh, boom! All right, who's your dad of the week here? One of your sits there, Schulte. You want to hear all about it?
I mean, I don't really like this because I love the guy and I love watching him, but it's Patrick Mahomes.
Ew.
Sorry, bigz. Not all of us are Raiders fans here.
Nothing to do with that. You ever seen him run?
Yeah.
How can you like that?
But we got the Eagles matchup, and this is just disgusting. Eagles defense is just a gauntlet, and I just don't trust the Chiefs running game to get anything going here to set up Pat Mahomes. And I think it's going to be entirely on Mahomes' back against a nasty pass rush. And, this doesn't even, you look back at the Super Bowl, honestly, that game doesn't even, in my initial thoughts about sitting Mahomes, I don't even think about the Super Bowl.